This is a democratic country governed by rule of law. And the law, if anybody contests the ultimate declaration of result by the National Electoral Board of Ethiopia, then they have every right to go to the courts, and the final say rests in the hands of the courts. So, by all means.
Ethiopian capital city. Andrew Simmons has the details.
The heart of Ethiopia's capital was taken over by ruling party supporters celebrating a landslide win. Armed police out in force closed roads, allowing the masses to make their way to Meskel Square to be addressed by Meles Zenawi, in power for 19 years and now set for another 5-year term in office.
The parties who have been denied votes need to recognize the decision of this proud nation and its people. And I advise them not to attempt to override the vote, because I will not bow to pressure from foreign forces.
That last reference was clearly aimed at claims from overseas that the elections were unfair, including a fierce attack by the US-based Human Rights Watch. In many ways, this rally has been more about getting a message out to the international community than it has been about celebrating victory, which was always a foregone conclusion. All of this organised by the ruling party, the EPRDF. Thousands of placards were being carried with slogans such as "We choose our leaders, no one else." And the mood was quite charged.
I'm very unhappy because it is we that decide on our country. We elect our leaders, not human rights watch.
Human rights is right. Respect our vote. Respect our vote.
A short time after the rally was dispersing came a preliminary report from the EU observer mission. It didn't go as far as Human Rights Watch in condemning the election as fraudulent and didn't suggest the result was invalid. But the chief observer said the election was marred by an uneven playing field, with the ruling party using state resources. He spoke of increasing reports of harassment and intimidation, mainly suffered by the opposition. Also, a lack of transparency and other shortfalls.
For instance, the lack of a national voters register prevents you from controlling whether people are doubly registered. What we do see is that there are shortcomings, leading to the conclusion that it is not up to all international commitments.
Meles Zenawi has been angered by the Observer's report, which appeared to be tempered later in a statement from EU Foreign Policy Chief Catherine Ashton, who said the elections marked an important moment in Ethiopia's democracy. Opposition leaders say they will not be calling for mass protests. They've been lying low while these ruling party celebrations take place. They may decide to challenge the results in the civil court. Andrew Simmons, Al Jazeera, Addis Ababa.